So today I'm doing a review of the 1987 movie The Princess Bride, which I'm sure you've heard of if you haven't seen it. Of course, it starred Robin Wright and Cary Ewles, I hope I'm saying this right, and Mandy Patinkin, also featuring Billy Crystal, Mel Smith, and Peter Falk, and directed by Rob Reiner, who, as you know, many of you know, directed When Harry Met Sally and has done a lot of other really great films in the past. And I have to say, I like this movie. Now, here we go again. I know you guys are getting so tired of me talking about the expectations you have when you go into a film, but I didn't have really high expectations, but I was expecting it to be a good movie. Because several of my friends were like, oh, The Princess Bride, it's The Princess Bride, and swoon, and it's amazing, and obviously they were not talking from a critic's point of view, they were talking as far as, you know, women under the age of 30, okay? And so I was like, okay, this should be good, and, oh, completely forgot to mention Fred Savage played the little 10-year-old boy, the little grandson. He was so fantastic. He is just, Fred. Okay, but no, so I started watching the film. I had not heard or read anything about it previously. I was just like, I'm just going to go into this and just see what happens. I thought it was a good film. I did. The beginning was kind of, it was like really fast paced. It was just like, okay, there's this girl and you know, then she's friends with this guy, and then the next thing we know, snap, and she's in love with him, and then snap, and he's leaving, and snap, and you know, all of this kind of thing. For those of you who don't know, the basic plot is this grandfather comes in to tell his grandson a fairy tale, and they go into all the fairy tale and everything, and it's really sweet. You'll have to see the trailer. But on the whole, I thought it was a good film. I thought, as far as performances go, I thought that the star of this film was definitely Mandy Patinkin by a clear mile. At first he kind of plays like a villain character, but then he kind of, you know, rights his wrongs or whatever, and he had almost all the good dialogue. He had a just ton of fantastic scenes, and his character was so lovable, and he did such a fantastic job. Bravo, Mandy Patinkin. And I was reading in the trivia, of course, and he said that this was actually his most favorite role out of all the films that he's done. And after I had watched it, I was like, I could see that, because he looked like he was having a blast making this film, and he was very, very excellent in this movie. I'm extremely proud of him. Of course, Robin Wright. You know, as many of you know her. You know, she rose to fame when she played Jenny from Forrest Gump. She was good. She was. This was actually her film debut, I believe. And I don't know. I felt like she did everything that was asked of her and expected out of her. And I don't know how she could have made it really a better performance other than possibly more emotion in the face and when she delivered her lines, which that sounds so broad in general, but I mean, she did not have that many lines, and the lines that she had, well, okay, several of them were just like, there's nowhere to go with that. You know, you just say your line and, you know, you move on. So I would say that she didn't really have that great of an opportunity to shine, which is kind of ridiculous because, hello, it's The Princess Bride, and she plays the Princess Bride, so you think, oh, she's going to have all this screen time, and, you know, she's, you know, going to have this great opportunity. I would say that it was mistitled. I did not think the movie was really about her at all. I thought it was kind of strange the lack of screen time that she had and the lack of opportunity she had for just, you know, amazingness. Cary Ewles, Rob Reiner said that he was chosen for the role because of his Errol Flynn-like quality. I totally saw that. I mean, he was very Errol Flynn-like. If you know who Errol Flynn is, he was in one of the Robin Hood movies. Also in Don Juan and the old version, not the newer versions coming out this year. But obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I thought he did okay. I didn't really think I thought that he kind of petered off as the movie went along. I was like, he just kind of, you know, mellowed out. But, you know, other than that, the dialogue, I would say, between Robin's character and the main guy character, which is Mr. Ewles, was not that great. Really was not at all. And since the story is supposed to be about them, it was kind of disappointing in that area. But I would say the dialogue for everybody else was fantastic. This is definitely a comedic movie. And I would say it's way more comedic than it is romantic. I mean, I was like, this is not a romantic, you know, film at all. It's a comedy. There you go with Mandy Patinkin. He just completely stole the show. His comedy was amazing. And you have Billy Crystal, who of course is very good at comedy, and Mel Smith, bless his heart, he said that he had to wear color contacts for this film, and they caused an allergic reaction in his eye, and so he was literally in excruciating pain during all the filming of this film. So after the film was released, he never watched it because he didn't want to have to relive the memories of that terrible excruciating pain in his eyes. And I'm like, man, dude, seriously, you need to watch this film because you were amazing in it. I mean, he had a very small role. He played the albino, if you know who I'm talking about. But he was good. He was very good, and did well in his role. On the whole, I thought the directing was pretty good. I did. The guy that wrote this book, also adapted the screenplay. I thought he did a really good job. I really did. I thought that I have not read the book, but I think the choices that what was left in and left out were pretty well done. Yeah, so The Princess Bride, 1987, had some really good moments in it. But I'm just going to tell you, if you are wanting to see a sweet romantic film with your significant other or whatever, this is not probably the film for that occasion. I mean, it's not really a romantic film, I would say. It is, but it's not. It's way more comedy than romanticism, and the comedy is done so much better than the romantic aspects of the film that it's just like, in my point of view. But definitely worth a watch. I really enjoyed it. I was laughing hard. Mr. Mandy Patinkin, bravo, at your performance was fantastic. And yeah, so The Princess Bride, 1987. Go check it out. It's pretty good. I would recommend it. Morally, I think there was like 2 curse words, maybe 3. And none of them were that serious. And, oh gosh, as far as sexual content, I guess a little cleavage. I didn't really think that, you know, I mean, there's some kissing. That's all tastefully done. I mean, there's nothing that would really concern me. And this is a great kids movie because essentially Peter Falk, the grandfather, reading it to his grandson. So it's like they're kind of hearing it too. And I don't know, I really enjoyed this movie. The ending is really sweet. It's kind of predictable. But like right before the credits roll, it has a little aw moment, you know, which is always nice. So yeah, bravo to Mr. Rob Reiner. And I'm very happy that he was able to make this film because I feel like it helped boost him to go on and do other amazing things. So anyway, that is my review of The Princess Bride, 1987.